Hull FC 0, Hull KR 40. Well, I did say on Super League Raw Weekly this week that I fancied KR by 18 plus. Everybody else went 9-17. But who could have seen 40 unanswered points at the AKM Stadium? Started off superbly for Hull KR, of course, that early Ryan Hall try. But then after that, Hull really started to grow into the game. It was their best period of the game, between 10 and 20 minutes in. They were playing some decent rugby. They were starting to move forward. Jamie Shaw was doing okay at that point. But then that hammer blow, when the opposite try went in, maybe at that point against a run of play. But yeah, I mean, what is going on at Hull FC? Defensively, really, really poor. Kane Evans today, very disappointed in terms of his temperament. He won't be happy with that. And then, of course, that challenge on Jake Clifford, which completely and utterly took all petrol out of the Hull FC tank. This is a major loss now for Hull FC. Clifford has actually got over half of Hull FC's total points in 2023, and it looks like, from a layman's perspective, he could be out for a couple of weeks, as also Tex Hoy, McNamara pulling up late on in the game. You know, that's a real concern now for let's see where the point's going to come from. Where is the marshal that's going to take him around the field of play? Unbelievable. And of course, we've got to remember, it was only 14-0 at half time. At that point, it's game on, but there was just nobody in the middle to navigate FC around the pitch. And then, of course, you know, that man Abdul, and I thought Mikey Lewis today was sensational. Abdul first half, absolutely. But I think over the course of the game, I thought Mikey Lewis really grew into it. That left edge of Hull KR, certainly in the second half, you know, the right side of that defence of Hull FC just had no answer to it, did they? It was incredible, just constantly getting, you know, overran on the left-hand side. Ryan Hall, another Super League hat-trick for Ryan Hall. This man is outstanding, of course. 5 now for this year, and we would expect more as the season goes on. It's not all good news, I don't think, for Hull KR. I think that Jesse Sue, well, it was like the second coming, wasn't it? He was walking on water today. Really poor challenge on Brad Dwyer. And then another one, of course, on Adam Swift. Very poor from Jesse Sue. I would expect that he will not get past the disciplinary panel. And also Batchelor, of course. Batchelor could also find himself in trouble with the disciplinary panel. And of course, the next game for them is St Helens. So they could be missing 2 vitally important players for them going into that Saints clash. But it's all about today. 40-0, bragging rights over their neighbours. They will be delighted, the Robins fans, and rightly so. That was probably one of the most one-sided Hull derbies that I've seen. We've been building it up, saying, you know, form, who cares about form? It goes out the window in derbies. Clearly not. KR absolutely exceptional today. FC, the next 3 games, Leeds, Huddersfield, and then Wigan. You just don't see where the points are coming from. You know, they've conceded, they're deficiting points over 150, worse only by Wakefield 180. And, you know, at the moment, if you're a Hull FC fan, we were saying it on Weekly this week that you know, Tony Smith needs to be given time. And looking at Facebook at the full-time whistle, you know, I would say three quarters of Hull FC fans absolutely not putting the blame on Tony Smith, really pointing at the players, saying that they want the reserves playing for them next week because they'll play with more passion and pride. That's not good reading. If you're one of those 20 Hull FC players off contract, your fans are clearly not happy with you today. I thought Sutcliffe had some nice touches. Brad Dwyer was Brad Dwyer. You know what you're going to get from Brad Dwyer. But actually, that middle unit getting overrun like it did at Warrington. We said that the KR pack, you know, they'd acquired some real quality in there. And yet again, for me, that middle unit of Hull FC just not standing up to the test. They're in trouble. It's very hard to see where their next win is coming from. Maybe it's going to be Wakefield in 4 weeks' time. Who knows? But as for Hull KR, congratulations to all those Robins fans out there. Your Easter eggs will be tasting sweetly this week, I'm sure, as you prepare for your next game. But yeah, well done to Hull KR. A shocking performance from Hull FC. A Hull derby that really went out with a whimper, but don't say that to any of the Robins fans. They are on cloud 9 today, and rightly so, as we now rightfully anticipate the Wigan St Helens derby. It can only be a more tighter contest, can't it? We'll see you next time on In the Sheds.